Okay, I think it's a good time to start.
Oh, yes.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining in on a Saturday morning. I know usually Saturdays tend to be a bit lazy for all of us, but thank you to all the participants who've joined in. We've got 184 participants. Welcome everyone to your day 3 of orientation. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to Professor Milind Chitale and Professor Parth Shah. I will just do a brief introduction before I hand it over to them. Professor Bhavna Sehgal has also joined us, but I will introduce her in the next session when she will be introducing career services to us. Welcome Bhavna, welcome Professor Milind, Professor Parth.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. About Professor Milind, Professor Milind is the director of Makerspace. He's also an associate professor with us. He has completed his Masters of Design from IIT Bombay. He was in Singapore for the longest of time, and he's also done his bachelor's in mechanical engineering from Ranchi University. He is additionally done his postgraduate diploma in plastics engineering from CPET in Chennai. So he comes from diverse experience, academic experience, and he's been with us since the past 1.5 years, 2 years.
Yes.
He has also been a faculty member of renowned universities like NID, Ganpat University, Nirma University, and I'm sure he would talk a little more about himself and about his experience in Singapore specifically. Over to you, Milind, if you would
Yeah.
like to add something.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rashni. Thanks for the nice introduction. It's always nice to hear ourselves being introduced. It's so funny. But to add to what Roshni said, I would like you all to know that you are in safe hands when you come to us at Makerspace. I have got a very rich and diverse background from technology and design. My entire career with the industry has been in the R&D. So I've been developing products for the industry, which have been manufactured goods in thousands and hundreds of thousands, and in volumes. So I know a lot about manufacturing. I know a lot about materials. I know a lot about processes. I know a lot about quality, and of course about design. So design was the thing that brought me into industry, and I have been sandwiching myself between industry and education a lot of times. Like I've been stepping into academics as and when I could, because I love teaching. Teaching is like second nature to me. You can ask all our current students how much I like to lecture them. Well, as far as the what you will learn at Makerspace is concerned, what I can say is that you will find the ability to convert your ideas into real things in Makerspace. And my attempt and my team's attempt is to help you all the way through that process. Normally, what happens in design is you get very nice ideas, very crazy ideas, but you cannot execute them to the point of becoming a product where you can show people how it works, where you can show people how it functions, where you can show people its specific features that are of interest and that makes it sellable and probably monetarily viable as a product. Makerspace is exactly that region in the university where you can come to that conclusion. You can make proof of concept prototypes, not dummies, where you can show form, function, and everything else put into the product. So in Makerspace, we have got a lot of facilities which I'm going to let Parth handle to show you what we have and how it is used and all that. And he will also take you through a virtual tour on which we created a video which he'll be sharing while he's talking. And we also would like to encourage all of you to understand one thing, that Makerspace is a mix of a workshop and a creative space. So related to the workshop, there's a lot of discipline involved, which I expect all of you to follow. And related to the creative space, I want you to really freak out on your ideas. So there's a lot of freedom mentally, but a lot of discipline physically required in Makerspace. So once you come to us, once you are physically on the campus, all of you are welcome to drop by check out what we have, talk to us, and use our facilities as much as you want. There'll come a day when we'll be able to open up the facilities beyond the college hours and all that. We have been trying to do that for a long time, but until the campus evolves into a fully residential campus, and until we have sufficient people to man the makerspace, we will be trying as best as we can. We do stretch hours by giving you our people with stretched hours by shifting their roles. Some people come early in the morning and some leave it late in the evening. So that way we give a little bit of extended time. But as of today, we don't run it 24 hours, but we are planning to do that soon. So about makerspace, you can work on plastics, you can work on metals, you can work on wood, you can work on ceramics, including POP and clay. And along the way, you will learn a lot of new tips and techniques using various other materials by way of virtue of workshops that other faculty would bring in. You'll learn about furniture designing, you'll learn about construction, you'll learn about a lot of things within our makerspace. It's a fantastic place to be. A lot of people, there are a lot of you, your seniors who are addicts to the makerspace. They come there, and until they come there, it's like a daily routine for them. Until they just come and make a round to makerspace, they really don't like their day to begin. So that's how I want all of you to start loving the makerspace once you're on campus. As far as my team is concerned, we have got a very capable team where we let you work on the machines yourself under close supervision. But there are some machines we cannot let you work on, but that will come later. So without much ado, I think it's time for Parth to take over. Then at the end of Parth's presentation, we'll both be able to take your questions if you have any. Right, Parth, over to you. But first, Roshni, I think she wants to introduce Parth. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Professor Milind. I just want to add that Professor Milind and his team at Makerspace has been responsible for a lot of COVID initiatives that Ananthu has taken. So thank you so much for that, Professor Milind, and thank you for all those initiatives that you've taken in order to save lives. So thank you. To Professor Parth, I'm just going to introduce you. So Professor Parth has recently joined our Ananthu team. He has completed his MTech from NIRMA in CAD and CAMP, and he is specialized in automation and electronics, blending design into electronic smart design. He's published 6 papers and has 1 patent, and is also had the opportunity to work in a lot of startups. Over to you, Professor Parth, if you would like to add to this.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the brief introduction. First of all, good morning, students. I would like to add some few points. Like, designing is a lot of parameters, and the day itself, today, the Revolution 2020 includes a lot of smart designing. So it is the time to introduce design with technology. So previously we were having the designing, the prototypes and other things, but we are adding in our makerspace, especially we are having digital labs and electronics lab, where students can come with the concept and we can create the design into the smart design. And also we are having this facility for the digital lab, especially they can use the machines, and they can create their new concept models, and they can blend different products and create a new products with the help of the team. Also, I would add something, like we are having this concept regarding the startups, like designers are always ready to create their own products. So we help them into their startup ideas, and they can also create their portfolio, and they can flourish outside their campus in the 2 years of their study, or like for the masters, and for the bachelors they are having the entire 3 or 4 years. So not taking much time, I would like to take the presentation for the makerspace, like how many laboratories we are having, what are the facilities, what exactly makerspace is. So I will start sharing my screen. So is it visible?
Yes. It is.
So this is our makerspace department, and this is how the entire makerspace look like. We are having the floor shop area, we are having the modeling section area, we are having the sculpture area where students can keep their work. We are having the tools department. So this is the outlook of the entire makerspace. And makerspace, I will define first of all makerspace. Makerspace, as Milind sir has introduced, like you can create your proof of concept, but more or less we can convert your idea, or like your, if you are having something in your mind and it is in the middle of the developing stage, you can complete your product and it can be converted using the facilities which we are having into a finished product. Also, and this is what the makerspace team helps you in establishing yourself and create your ideas into a vision, whatever you like to make it. So this would be the overview of the session, like what would be the team, various lab, safety, timing and capacity, and the rules. So as you can know, there are a lot of materials. So you can play with wood, plastic, clay, metals, POP, ceramic, and also I would like to add some points, like makerspace would be the final touch point of your entire curriculum, where students are surrounded here and they make the art and craft for the festivals, and they exhibit their work over here, as well as we are also having the gallery where students can exhibit their pre-make or the finished product. So this is your like makerspace would be the space where students love to spend the entire day and work on the machines, developing the idea in the group, as well as the formation of the new concepts can be done over here while looking at the different products and the different idea. This is how our team is. We are having the 6 people in our team. As Roshni ma'am has introduced Milind sir, he is our director. I myself is part, and I'm working with the digital lab, which includes 3D printers, laser cutting machines, CNC routers, blending sensors and technology in the design products. We are having on team with us Nisar Mohammed, who is an assistant professor for this clay, POP and ceramics. He would be guiding you depending upon your needs, what are the skills you require to establish a clay model or the POP, and he will enhance the different skills or the blending of different materials. So he will teach you that. We are having Mr. Girish Gajar as a technician, and Mr. Mayank Suthar as also a technician. These both technicians are the masters in different skills. Like Girish Bhai is handling the wood and metal department, and Mayank is all-rounder. He is taking care of electronics and digital also, and he is also helping us in model making and prototype and concept development. And we are having this Harshad Mistry, who is a model maker for the makerspace. Now I would like to showcase the various laboratories. Like the area which you can see over here is a woodworking area, the metal and the model making area, where we are having this wooden lathe over here. We are having this planer machine over this. We are having 2 jigsaws. We are having this bench drill. We are having the planer grinding machine. We are having the sand bed disc sander machine. So this was the basics machine facility which we are having at our makerspace for the wood, metal, and model making, as well as we are having the latest technology that I'll show you in the digital lab. This is the digital lab where I am sitting right now, and this is my specialty. I'm dealing with this laser cutting. I'm dealing with the 3D printers and CNC routers. I'll show you on the virtual tour at the end of the presentation. So this is how the area where we blend design and electronics and form a new product. So this is the digital and electronics lab which we are having at our Makerspace department. This is the lab for the clay, POP, and ceramic. These are the some outcomes of the last year which students had created in the 2019 batch, and we have displayed the items at the POP shop over there. So over here also students, those who are loving in making pottery things with POP and clay, they would be loving this lab. We are having the potters, external potters are also coming here to guide you and will help you in your making fundamentals. Now I would like to brief you about some safety features which we are taking in our makerspace. Like as always, if you are having working in the makerspace or any of the workplace, these are the common fundamentals. Like you would be not allowed wearing flip flops or sandals. Always wear a safety glasses when you are working. Don't wear the long sleeves which can be come under some machine areas. So no hoodies are allowed. So appropriate dressing is usually we allow appropriate dressing, and we respect student courtesy, those who follow, and also the long hairs are not allowed. So these are the some basic safety which every workshop has, and we are following much more about this safety features. So please cooperate us, and that would be an added advantage if you would appreciate this safety for you also. These are the general safety tools. Like what we will do, like we as a part of makerspace team, first of all we'll introduce to the machine, and we will give you the training of each and individual machine, that how it can be controlled. And so there is no point of risk until and unless if you have the safety. So the machine training would be given, and there are also some machine precautions, like we can allow one person working on the machine at time, and the students cannot get crowded each on the side of machine. Also keep the safe distance between the students, those who are working. We cannot talk with each other while working. So these are the some general phenomena which everyone knows, but we had also kept some posters so to recall you certain rules and regulation continuously. So kindly we operate a makerspace in a very good manner. So we also hope students to follow that rules and safety, and also I would like students to obey such rules. So it would be benefited, and it would be a win-win situation for our and as well as students. And we are also having the emergency exit point, and we are using the first aid if we are having that facility at on campus. Like if there's something a small or minor injury happens, we had this first aid facility at our institute. um, I would like to introduce the capacity. So, and that too in a real numbers, like we are having this digital lab. So at times 10 students can work in the digital lab. Clay studio, we are having the capacity of 30 students. At the wood shop, we would be taking 40 students in batches, and electronics as well as the 10 students, and model making 20 students in the batches. So I would like to say you regarding this facility, like whatever the timetable which you are being allocated, your faculties are booking the maker space so that it won't be massive for the students, that they will get the machineries on time. And as always, we are having the slots and we are having the dedicated timings. So at that moment, we will allow that students. Also, I would like to add some points regarding their concept and developing prototypes. If some students have requests regarding concept, or he wants a new development, then we are always ready to help him in the development. So the students can write us on our email ID makerspace@anu.edu.in, and just we need to inform about the concept and product, or the prototype, whatever he might be interested in. So we can get back in touch with the concept what we are having, and if it would be benefited to the institute as well as it would be benefited to the students. So we would give the special prior permission to the students. So that's how the registration process is in our makerspace. So student doesn't have to worried about the machine and the facilities what we are having. So each and every student will get. At the end of the virtual presentation, I'll show you the 360 video of the makerspace, so you get an idea how large our makerspace is. And obviously, we are having this rules and regulation form, which a student has to fill and submit us while entering the makerspace. Also, I would like to add few things like there are some festivals, there are some orientation program, there are some cultural, so where students require makerspace for the full time. So as of now, we are running makerspace from 9 to 5 in the evening, and at moment if we are having some more work, then we can extend it into the shift. So the students doesn't have to suffer, and I trust me, this is the best point of contact for the designers or the architecture students, those who are loving this makerspace and the real concept models. So over here, that would be the totally entirely, it would be a practical working experience for you. Now, these are the projects which we have created post COVID, like the five after March, we had created 7 to 8 projects. So this is the some glimpse of our project, what we are creating, and we are displacing. Now I will take you to the virtual tour of the makerspace. How does it look like?
Just 1 second, Roshni. Do we have enough time to continue with that? It'll take about 3 minutes.
Yeah, just go ahead, Milind.
Okay, thanks. Path, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just a second.
At the makerspace department, this is how our makerspace is. Finally, we are leading towards this is the area where students can sit and they can easily do their work. Now we are moving towards the workshop area where students can do the carpentry work, wood work. These are all the entire machineries, and this is our floor shop where we had this jigsaw machine, stand belt machines, wood cutter framing, stand drill machine, grinding machine, planer machine, wood turning lathe machines. This is a vertical window. We had also had the CNC machine for cutting the various projects. This is the CNC, and this part I'll introduce to this part of makerspace. This is this part of makerspace is basically used for providing students compact models and which they can make the architecture things. These are some of the project works which we had done on the 3D printer. It's a part of digital lab. Over here we had the forms of art and other things, and this is our entire makerspace, how it looked like. This is the clay section area where students are coming and they are working on the clay, ceramics and POP. So this is the part of makerspace where students are going to work on this materials. Now we are leading towards the other part, which is the digital lab and electronics lab. Over here at this point, this is our digital and electronics lab where we had this 3D printer, laser cutting, embossing, matting and all that. Thank you. We are at makerspace department. This is how our makerspace is. Finally, we are leading towards
So this was the complete tour of the makerspace department where we are having the various laboratories.
Yeah,
So
Parth.
I want to have any like questions.
Before they ask this part, we would like to ask Roshni. We have a link where we have put up this video. It's basically a 360 video, which means the students can pause and then look around by just scrolling through the video.
Okay. Okay.
So we would like to share that link with the students. So we'll pass it that link to you. You can share it with them later.
Perfect. 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 Works well.
Yeah. Questions, please, students.
We are waiting for your questions. Are there any questions?
I have already answered quite a few.
Yes, I see that, Professor Milind. I think we have two more questions.
Okay.
So one is one of the students is asking, what do you mean by POP?
Plaster.
Plaster of Paris.
Yes, it's called plaster of Paris. And Professor Milind, if you could just elaborate on what, how do we use POP in what way?
Yeah, POP is basically typically a powder which is obtained in a dry form. You mix it with an equal quantity of water, and then you can create sculptures, you can create 3D forms, you can create hollows, you can create molds and stuff using the plaster. You typically see it in, for those of you who have done up interiors at home, you would have seen the POP on their ceilings. So those kind of free forms can be created using POP.
Great. We are getting a few more questions, Professor
Yeah.
Milind. So
Yes.
someone's asking if the maker space is fully air conditioned.
It is not fully air conditioned, only the lab part, the electronics and the digital manufacturing area is.
I've already typed the answers in that tab.
Mhm.
I'll just answer it. We will be taught to use the machine. Yes, we are going to give trainings of the various machineries where you can learn the machines, and as well as we are having the technicians with you. So it would be easy for you to run the machines. But some machines like 3D printer and the laser machines, which are very costly, you are going to take training, and I would be there with you students to handle the machines. So that would be almost equally if you run or I run. It's just need the button to play it. How Makerspace will be useful in space design. So in the space designs, like if you are having some concept, like we are having I haven't shown you the tools which we are having. We are having various tools for cutting the machines. So you can create any of the product, like if you are if you are creating some a plane, or like some designing the concept, the role, or the various machineries are there. So they can work on the sculptures, and they can showcase their work in the space design also, how the posture and how it would look like. Can we work on our portfolio for our master degree with every materials? This is the
I think I'll answer that. Uh, Regarding this question, almost all of our students create their portfolio of products from Makerspace. So it's a very simple question to answer. Whenever you need to make something physical, you will be coming to Makerspace. So yes, the short answer is yes. Can a student from fashion and textile come and attend? Of course you can. You will be joining us in Makerspace whenever you have a module that involves Makerspace activities. You can also take up electives where Makerspace will be an integral component of the discourse. You can also come to Makerspace with your own personal projects. So the short answer is again yes.
Should we buy a leather shoes for the lab?
Leather shoes. Our preference is that you have covered footwear. We don't specify it should be leather, but do come with covered footwear.
Safety shoes we are already having in the markets. You can go for the safety shoes. So that
Safety shoes we don't tell them not usually, but yes, covered definitely.
covered shoes.
Yeah.
Is the
Flip flops and sandals are not allowed.
Is the same space used for fashion and textile design too?
I'll answer that because fashion and textiles is an upcoming stream with us. It is just freshly introduced, and the faculty will be designing along with our help some modules that could bring you to Makerspace. So yes, that will be coming soon.
Okay.
Apart from yeah, go ahead.
Printer, what we do in the digital lab. So for that, I'll just take 10 seconds to answer. So we are having this small project for like a smart chair. So we are developing such concept models and blending design into electronics. So that can be also be done in the makerspace. as well as we are creating
Hang on, students, he's coming back.
this robotic arm over here. So
Yeah.
we are developing some new products each and every day. So that's what we do in the digital and laser cutting lab. What about the materials like are they provided by the university or we need to purchase our
I've already answered that, so don't take it up. I've already typed in the answer to that question. Materials.
Yeah, and Professor Milan and Professor Parth, we are a bit short on time. So
Yes.
I would, if we can just take two more questions, I think the rest of the questions we can send it to you after
Yeah.
the session.
Yeah, we can type in the answers and answer them for you.
Ah,
Let me go through the questions. Let's see which are the important ones.
Yes.
Just let me do this one.
yes.
If we have chosen other streams, can we come and work? Yes. Are we going to have sculpture, pottery? Yes. Can we work on our own projects? Yes. Makerspace can be used for personal project or college, both. Can we choose 2 sessions and no, the choosing of sessions, you will have to be in conjunction with your modules that go on concurrently in your academics. So only when you are free from those modules, you can come down. Space design can do pottery. I think in the foundation year, almost all of you will be exposed to that. And at some point in your course, you will definitely go through it. Can we get projects with our seniors, juniors? As a team, yes, I encourage that very much. We want you to participate in competitions where you can, of course, club together with seniors and juniors and work on them. Is that someone always there to help us? Yes, as always. I'm going to be opting for interaction. Can it be? Of course, it will be very useful for you because you'll be learning a lot about UI and UX here. How many 3D printers? We have 2. How many times a week? That depends on your timetable and your modules. Do we have stationery shop? Yes. Can we make product at Makerspace? Yes. Wow, I've been shooting. Okay.
Shall I continue, sir? It is
No, I think we have answered most of the important ones. So the rest of them are not really worth taking up space here. We will answer them later on offline.
Yes, I'll just consolidate all the questions and send it to
please.
you and Parth, and so y'all can answer those.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much, Professor Milan and Professor Parth.
Always.
It was an amazing experience, especially the virtual tour of the Makerspace. I think it gives our students a good idea of what the space looks like and what are facilities available. So
And do remember to share the link with them.
Yeah.
Parth, please send it to Roshni so that she can share with us.
Yes, sir. Shall I share in the chat box?
no, Parth, just share it on mail. We'll send it via mail.
Yeah. And students, please remember this is a 360 video. So when you are playing that video, you can use your mouse to scroll around. So even though the camera by default will be pointing in one direction, you can scroll it around and pan around to see what else is in the view.
Cool. So thank you all of y'all. Participants, one announcement. There is only one link for all your sessions today. The next session is at 12 o'clock. So I will see you that time. Okay. Thank you, Professor Milan, once again.
Yeah, we are signing off, both me and Parth.
Yeah.
Parth, thanks for coming down to Makerspace for this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.